I'm really happy to be with Kevin Kruse today. Kevin is the author of We, How to Increase Profits and Performance Through Employee Engagement. Welcome, Kevin.
Thanks, Jim. Great to be with you.
So Kevin, first things first. What do we mean by employee engagement?
Yeah, that's a great first question to start it off because I think there's a lot of misconceptions. First, what is it not? It's not employee happiness. Engagement doesn't mean happy because we probably all have seen one of those employees who's just happy all day at work and whistling a tune, and it could be that they're happy because they're not doing any work. They could be goofing off. So we don't mean happy. We don't mean satisfied either. A lot of people will talk about an employee satisfaction survey and that they have satisfied employees. And I could be a satisfied employee that shows up at 9 a.m. and I go to lunch from 12 to 1 and I clock out at 5 at the end of the day and I do my work. I'm satisfied. But I'm also just doing enough to earn my paycheck. And if that phone rings and it's that headhunter on the phone saying, hey, for 10% more, you could work for a competitor across the street, I might go on that interview. So satisfied is not enough. That bar is too low. When we talk about employee engagement, it's really about an employee's emotional commitment to the organization and to the organization's goals. So when employees care, when they're fully committed, they're going to give discretionary effort. And that discretionary effort is sort of the secret sauce. That's what's going to give you the extra juice that's going to drive performance to higher levels. That's what employee engagement's really about.
So talk more about this discretionary effort. So is this over and above or additional effort? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you think about, every employee has choices to make. And again, you can just do enough to get your job done, or you can give that extra effort, go the extra mile, as they say. I can even remember a story when I was just a teenager and I was working at an A&P grocery store, and I was at a checkout register. It was slow, and I noticed a piece of crumpled up paper on the floor, and I walked over, I picked it up, threw it in the garbage can. Didn't think anything of it. The store manager hollers over, Kruse, come over here. What did I do wrong, right? I walk over and he said, I've been watching all the other people at the register step over that piece of trash all morning long. You're the first one that stopped and picked it up. So, of course, I didn't understand what it was about at the time, but people who are engaged at work, they're going to give that extra effort. They're going to improve quality. They're going to improve service. They're going to work a little harder without being asked to, without being forced to. That's really what the discretionary effort is about.
That crumpled piece of paper is such a great analogy too, because in every organization there are always those crumpled pieces of paper. There are those places where we can improve something and make it a little bit better. And how do we get people to really focus on that is really what you're describing in employee engagement, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether you're a computer engineer and leaving some sloppy code behind, or really documenting it well for the programmers that come after you, whether you're a salesperson who's going to give as much effort on a Friday afternoon as a Monday morning, whatever the job, those crumpled pieces of paper are there to be picked up every day at work.